Your morning blitz begins now.
Man, it is wet outside, and it is not going to get any drier throughout the day. In fact, it's probably going to rain pretty much all of it. So just be prepared for that. It's already wet and soggy. We've already got standing water out there. Not sure how the roads look quite yet. We'll take a look.
Says 100% chance through noon every hour.
Yep. It's just going to be a raining. And, of course, it's mornings like this where your dog takes forever to go poop. Like, could you just go? Come on.
Oh, I'm so happy that another soul in this room understands the pain and dog ownership sometimes.
Something I have learned about our new dog, Birdie, is she's definitely some sort of tracking hunter breed. Like, she is nose down the entire time. But she gets a very specific sniff when I know she has to go poop. It's a very fast sniff.
Yep.
It's very dip-dodgy all over the place. So you know it's coming. But this morning, our poop circle that we walk was like 7 laps.
Yeah, because it's like their brain takes over and they're so focused on hunting that scent that their entire body shuts down. It's like they can't pee and poop.
Is that what it is?
Until they figure out what's going on.
What's going on?
I've had to carry my dog away from a scent to get him to pee. Like, pick up this 38-pound dog and carry him somewhere else.
I was just like, you got to be kidding me. I know you have to go. I know. And then sure enough, finally, it happens after, 12 minutes of standing in the rain.
See, my pug wouldn't have even walked outside in this mess.
Right, yeah. Well, that's the thing, too, is every 3-4 minutes, Birdie's giving herself a little shake, and I'm like, well, if you poop, we can get out of the wetness and go inside. Right. You dummy. Anyways. I want to start this morning, and I don't want to start like in a bad, a bad way. And I'm too laid back of a person to throw around the word hate. I don't hate anything really, but I have a new hate. And the sad fact is this hate is for a group of people, which is not something you should have. You shouldn't have hate for a group of people. It's not the way the world should work. But I can tell you with 100% certainty, I hate a group of people. And it's probably the only group of people I hate. It's probably the only thing I do hate. But let me tell you the group of people that I hate. Anyone driving on Roberts Road between Old Dublin and Hilliard Rome, I hate all of you. I hate you from the depths of my heart. They are the stupidest, most non-drivingest people I have ever met in my entire... Every day!
So you're the only smart driver out there.
Yep. On that stretch of Roberts Road.
Like, what are they doing?
For some reason, they don't understand that, one, the speed limit is 45 miles an hour. For some reason,
I know
36 miles an hour seems to be the posted speed limit, or what everyone thinks the posted speed limit is. If you find a driver on that stretch of road going over 40, it's an effing miracle. Not to mention the fact, not only are they going 9 or 10 miles below the speed limit, I don't know if they understand that's a 2-lane road. There is a right-hand lane, which is empty all the time. I'm passing people on the right because everyone's in the left-hand lane. I hate you.
But I get the same
fiber of my being.
I get the same thing on Old Dublin Road.
Yeah, well, Old Dublin's one way, or one lane.
Right, which makes it even worse.
No,
I can't pass them because there's a double yellow line all the way down it.
But I don't think that's worse. Yes, that pisses me off. But it's worse that you're in the left hand. Get over! Get over! So, oh my God, yesterday I lost it. I snapped.
So no matter what time of day.
No matter what time of day. Road. No matter what time of day.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I did damage to my steering wheel console because I was driving yesterday with both hands on 10 and 2 just going, no! Shaking the steering wheel. I'm so angry. How are you, Kelly? You look pretty today.
Oh, I do?
You do.
Thank you.
I had to say something nice to exorcise the demons.
Oh, well, it is good to know from the other side how aggravating I am to people on the road, because I'm not a good driver, so...
How's that?
Yeah, just not great.
Just not
I'm
great?
not great at it. I try to pay attention. I do the speed limit. I'm good about that. But, most days I'm just your average fool on the road. And I do see people complaining all the time about the drivers in Columbus. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We're doing fine.
No.
I would like to know from a police officer, if I'm behind somebody in a 45 and they're going 30, it's a double yellow, down the middle, so I'm not allowed to pass. Am I
No,
allowed?
it's for your safety because there's a blind spot ahead. That's why there's a double yellow line.
Well, I've seen where I can still see, no problem. I just want to know, what can I do?
Don't do it. Do you know how many fatal accidents are caused by people crossing a double yellow? Especially motorcyclists, but let me tell you, it is not pretty out there. Don't do it, Vic.
I just have to go 30.
Just be a couple minutes late.
I mean, the only thing you can hope for is that there is an officer sitting on the side of the road that gives them a ticket for going under the speed limit. Because that's all. I mean, that's just stupid. It's stupid. Anyways, how are you, Vic?
I'm mad because our text isn't working.
Yeah, it is not working right now.
If you're trying to text us, we're not seeing them at the moment. I don't know.
There's a bad gateway error.
Yes.
It keeps trying. I don't know. There must be having an issue with
a 500 bad gateway.
500 level error. Oh my gosh, that's bad.
I've got the Ray.
200 level error is one thing,
right,
but 500? Oh.
I've got the Ray ID number here. If someone can fix it.
What?
Like your error reference number?
I have no idea what I'm talking. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Yeah,
9D78AF8 whatever.
All right, we've got a very busy show.
If this helps, the Cloudflare location is Chicago.
Oh.
If that helps.
Yeah, Cloudflare location, Chicago. If you know anything about that, if you're in Chicago or know someone who is and knows what a Cloudflare is, please let us know. Coming up, we have got to talk about the fact that we have got someone who famously pooped their pants the other day. And I know we've talked about it before, but this is the perfect chance to revisit where did it happen. Because this guy was in a spot you do not want to be in when the old poopy pants happens. We also want to know what you're famous for. Yesterday we had a debate about fake football players, like the best fake football players. And I know, Kelly, you were kind of sitting there most of the time like, I don't know these
Bobby
people.
Boucher.
But you did get Bobby Boucher. But I found a new one that is you're going to have a blast with this. So we're going to get into a new best of kind of debate when it comes to fictional characters. Right now, let's get started with Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got?
Well, I guess you'll have to call in to
oh, that's true, yeah.
I can't take the first text, but so you'll have to call in if you want to win this $25 to waterbeds and stuff. This morning's question is, what 80s rocker says he started smoking crack in order to beat his heroin addiction? This 80s rocker claims that it was crack that helped him beat his heroin addiction. First one to call in, 800-821-9970, and tell us the 80s rocker. You'll win the gift card.
Boy, do I owe a big ol' huge apology to someone.
Ooh.
Even though I did it yesterday. I should probably say it again, which I will, after we get the answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
Oh, you're going to make us wait?
Yes.
All right, the question was, what 80s rocker claims that he started smoking crack in order to beat his heroin addiction?
It's a nice day for a white wedding.
Billy Idol. That is the craziest thing I ever heard.
Isn't that what a methadone clinic is for?
Right.
They can manage you getting off hard drugs.
Is that like a revert? Like they told you, I remember growing up a lot, with marijuana, they told you it's a gateway drug into other harder drugs.
Right.
So is crack like a reverse gateway drug to get you off other harder drugs?
I've known several people who used marijuana to get off alcohol.
Yeah.
I know that, but I mean, crack is so crazy, man. Here he is talking about
Why, you had a brief cocaine period?
Oh, yeah. Once you're trying to get off heroin, what do you go to? You go to something else that I started smoking crack to get off heroin, you know.
Did you really?
It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Then
got.
how do you get off crack? I like where.
You go to cocaine,
What's
and
the
then
step
from cocaine,
down?
you go
Yeah.
to marijuana, and then, and on all of this, by the way, PSA, do not listen to us. Do not attempt this.
No, I
Do
would not
do
recommend this.
No, not at all. Terrible idea.
Well, now I understand his new documentary called "Billy Idol Should Be Dead."
Yeah?
You know, because he did almost die from a heroin overdose in 1984.
Well, I'm glad you're still with us, because without you, we wouldn't have had that great scene in The Wedding Singer.
Oh, agreed.
So glad that you got off the heroin.
Well, Dot Mitchell was the first one to call in from Columbus, and she's got the $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
All right.
Back to this apology.
Yeah, let me publicly say, because I privately stated this to the person, but it's such a big mistake that I owe a public apology, because was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, we were talking about, oh no, it was in your news, Kelly, you were talking about United Airlines, and they have a new rule that if you don't use headphones, they will ask you to leave the plane. You might be put on a no-fly list, you might be banned from United, whatever the case may be, but if you're sitting there watching your videos or whatever, or listening to your podcast, or watching a movie without headphones, then they can ask you to turn it off. If you don't, then a noise violation, they can ask you to leave. And all of us were on board with this.
Yes.
And we were talking about the people that watch videos or answer phone calls on speakerphone. Either put it up to your ear or use your headphones. It's pretty simple. Well, yesterday, as on most Wednesdays, it's usually Nora and I's day date because she works half a day. So it's a chance for us to go grab lunch or something before the boys get home from school. Maybe go throw around to darts and just chill for a minute together. And so we did exactly that yesterday. And we checked off a restaurant on our checklist. And we're sitting there and we're picking our food out. And it's a barbecue joint. And so you go in, you order your food, and you go down, you pay. And they give you the tray, and you go sit down, you eat your food. That's exactly what we did. And as we're sitting there, shortly after we sat down at the booth behind us, all of a sudden, we hear this loud talking and this loud music clearly coming from the speaker of a phone. And it's like, really? You're going to sit here at the booth? Which, by the way, the restaurant was fairly empty. It was a late lunch, so there were only us and I think one other couple in there. And then this table blaring their phone. And I'm like, and I said something to Nora, and I said it loud enough where it was like, you can't wear headphones? Like everyone wants to hear your video? Appreciate it. And so I love it when people do that. And then I stand up to go leave as we're done. And I'm ready to give stank eye as I walk to the garbage can to throw out our trays and stuff. And that is when I saw the amazing young lady who was operating the cash register. She was an employee there, and she was sitting down enjoying her break. Probably an upper teenager, lower 20s maybe, just trying to relax for a minute from the work she had been doing. And she didn't have headphones on her. And not only that, this amazing young lady who had helped us pay for our meal and was so kind and generous and said please and thank you and do you have everything you need? She also had Down syndrome, and I totally just called her.
Oh, wow.
I was so rude in my blind response.
In my mind, I'm like, there's nothing you can say that's going to make this okay. And you know what? You said it.
Yeah.
You said it.
Yeah.
That makes it okay.
It makes it totally
It does.
okay.
Yeah, I agree with you.
She was on break.
Yes.
From work.
Just trying to chill.
Enjoying whatever movie, TV show she was watching.
Oh, that's the one thing you could say that makes this all right.
Can I tell you the way I deflated like a balloon that was just let go?
Yes.
Just. I was just like, I hope you're enjoying your movie a lot. Thank you for the amazing customer service that you provided us.
Yeah.
It was great. That was me just sinking into the ground.
Oh.
So bad.
Yeah. I'll give them pretty much license for everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like the greatest humans on planet Earth.
So happy, so smiley.
Yes.
Just enjoying every minute of work. And here I am. You could hear the Price is Right sound. You could hear me losing at life right there in that moment.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
God, just the trombone of my heart was just not good. So thank you for the amazing customer service and the delicious food, and I apologize for my response. It's not funny.
You have a heart. It shows us all in Columbus.
Not funny at all.
Goose has a heart.
I'm sorry.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Real quick, I just want to give props on the air guitar that just happened at the end of the song. That was very good.
Hey, thanks.
You had your fingers up, high. Yeah. Very good. Our first story. Our first story is for the gamers out there. Real quick, you may not know the name Seamus Blackley unless you're a big-time gamer and you go deep into the history of gaming and console. But Seamus Blackley is the Xbox co-creator. He's one of the guys who gave us the Xbox. And according to him, Xbox could be going away. No more 360s, no more Xbox Ones, or whatever the next generation may be. Because he says the Xbox gaming console is no longer a priority for Microsoft. He said, if you're not in the AI world, you really don't matter anymore. Microsoft is basically taking all of their attention, and their new CEO apparently is about to announce some stuff that they're doing, and all of their R&D going to AI. So the Xbox is no longer a priority. They're not going to invest money in it. So it looks like it's probably going to phase itself out.
That's all right. I'm a PlayStation guy anyway.
See, I always like the Xbox over PlayStation for some reason. I mean, I haven't owned a gaming console in a very long time, but when I did, I had a PlayStation 2, and then I switched to the Xbox, and I always liked it more. I don't know why.
PlayStation. It only does everything.
Is that their marketing slogan? Oh, okay. So if you have an Xbox, just know it may be going by the wayside.
So they're focusing on AI gaming?
No, just AI as a whole.
AI as a whole.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. Microsoft, their computers and AI and what they can do with all that. Windows and blah 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 blah.
They're going to quit caring about Windows too. I hope not.
No,
that would be a problem.
That's what they're going to be working on: Windows and AI and how they can merge the two. Story number 2 takes us up north to Michigan, where a 24-year-old man by the name of Spencer Anderson is facing charges for damaging property, government property, because he was caught smashing several license plate readers. Those are the cameras you see mounted on traffic lights and poles and bridges. They help police track stolen cars, other vehicles of interest, Amber Alerts and things like that. These aren't necessarily like the speeding cameras, but they are used to gather information, accidents, things like that. Well, apparently he was done with them. He was not happy. He was tired of, Big Brother always watching. So Mr. Anderson decided he was going to drive around town and destroy these license plate readers. Here's the problem. He's going around destroying license plate reader cameras while driving his car, which read his license plate.
That's the tricky part, is how to smash a surveillance camera without them surveilling you first.
Yes, exactly.
Can you sneak up from behind and give it a good swing, like toward your face?
I really hope if he does, he's got his hands real T-Rexed and he's on his tiptoes, just sneaking up behind the camera real quiet. Like. They also have security footage from neighboring businesses. Look, here's the deal. You are on camera. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you're at, you are on camera. So if you decide to go breaking laws, there's a good chance you're going to get caught.
Yeah, we're getting a close-up of your face, too, when you're taking that swing.
Yeah? Spencer is now facing 3 felony charges of malicious destruction of police property. Why did he do it? No one's really sure, but he's definitely going to be spending time behind bars. We have a bonus story because I just came across this story and it makes me feel so much better. I just shared with you how I completely embarrassed myself inside of a restaurant yesterday, being very mad and huffy and puffy about someone blaring their video with no headphones on. And come to find out, it was an amazing young woman enjoying her break from work who was there and happened to have Down syndrome, and I was a complete a-hole without realizing what was going on first before I kind of made a small scene. Not as bad as this guy in San Francisco. Anthony Lewis lives in San Francisco and visited the San Francisco Public Library. He happened to walk in with his service dog, and the security guard at the San Francisco Public Library said, hey, do you have your vaccination and rabies records for your dog? And at that particular moment, Anthony Lewis did not have his service records. So the security guard went to point out, excuse me, this has been a rule for a while. It's posted right here on the sign, which has been here for the past 2 years. Right here on the wall, can't you see it? Well, no, Mr. Lewis couldn't see it because he was in the talking books and braille section of the library because Mr. Anthony Lewis happens to be blind and was with his seeing eye dog.
Oh, that guy will never not think think that.
For the rest of his life.
The guy who said, can't you see it's on the wall?
The
like
security
that will
guard,
never leave his brain. It'll hit him in the middle of the night during a solid sleep. Then all of a sudden he'll sit up straight and think, why am I such a jerk?
Mm-hmm. Be a little bit more aware of your surroundings. The security guard has been reprimanded and will have to go through, sensitivity training and things like that to make sure that he's a bit more on top of his job.
I wonder if there's an extra seat in that class for you.
Okay. I feel bad enough, Kelly.
You do. You're right. You do feel bad enough.
Don't need salt in the wound, but I appreciate it. That's your not so breaking news. 987 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
Multiple schools around central Ohio were targeted by both bomb and shooting threats yesterday morning, which triggered lockdowns and evacuations and a heavy police presence. Nothing credible was found, but threats were reported at Metro Early College High School and Columbus Alternative High School in Columbus, as well as schools in Bexley, Gahanna, Worthington, and Lancaster. Police also responded to reported threats at Dublin Jerome High School and several other districts. Law enforcement in Cincinnati, Dayton, Toledo, and the Cleveland area reported similar incidents yesterday. No arrests have been made. As military operations continue in Iran, hundreds of thousands of Americans are stranded across the Middle East because of flight cancellations. The State Department says it is chartering flights to get them back home. Americans are being urged to leave Bahrain, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Israel, the West Bank, Gaza, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Syria, the United Arab Emirates, and Yemen.
Get out of the Middle East is what they're saying.
Get out of the Middle East. A new lawsuit against Google alleges that the company's artificial intelligence chatbot Gemini nearly pushed 36-year-old Jonathan Gavalis to stage a catastrophic event near Miami International Airport and then helped him compose a suicide note, which ended with Gavalis taking his own life. His father has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Google. He says his son spoke to a synthetic voice version of Gemini as if it were his AI wife and came to believe that it was conscious and trapped in a warehouse near Miami's airport. He traveled to the area in tactical gear and armed with knives, searching for a humanoid robot that was trapped. And he was supposed to, and this was all concocted by Gemini, by the way, was supposed to intercept a truck. Gemini said, you go watch for this truck. It's going to come. You need to intercept this truck. Well, of course, the truck never arrives. And a few days later, he took his own life. Left a suicide note that Gemini composed for him. The note said that he was uploading his consciousness to be with his AI wife in a pocket universe.
Kids.
It's got to be something. I don't know how much blame you can put on a chatbot.
How much I'm assuming they have to go through his history. What did he say to get AI to generate that stuff?
To prompt it.
And Google does say that Gemini did repeatedly give him like the suicide helpline number and things like that.
Well, they'll be able to see that.
They'll be able to see it all, and we'll figure out where things went wildly sideways.
Right. Did he ask for an adventure? Where it's like, I want to do something, so the AI concocted the story of a truck, and I'm come rescue me. Like, oof.
Maybe you shouldn't be allowed to use the synthetic voice version unless you're blind. You have to I don't know.
But obviously, this gentleman had some other misfirings upstairs.
Yes, I don't know.
That's a tough one to
prove,
I
don't know how you're
sure.
going to put rules in place to avoid things like this, but...
There are people everywhere using all forms of this AI and the chatbots that are using the voice. Yeah, they just talk to it.
Oh, absolutely.
Chatbot
People have talked about relationships and stuff.
Tons of them.
Hey, I use my Spotify DJ every day, and that thing talks to me like we're buds.
Right.
It's like, hey, let's get some high energy music going.
Is that right?
Yeah.
DJ X. All right, those are your three things.
I know yesterday, Kelly, we had a conversation about fake football players, which you were a part of, but, we went a little too into the weeds in terms of sports movies and things like that. I get it. And now, unfortunately, we have another conversation which you may not fully be a part of, only because I know that you don't enjoy ripping animal flesh from a bone.
I don't.
While you're eating food.
No.
What about a boneless wing?
I might try a boneless wing. I typically don't do, I don't typically order stuff like that, but I'm not opposed to it.
But you're right, but you're not going to sit there with a basket full of traditional wings.
No, but I love to watch people eating them and just sucking that bone dry. I really do. I love watching it because it's so fascinating to me.
That's very unique. I don't know if I've ever heard someone say they enjoy watching someone.
There's something it's like there's a horror movie quality to it for me that I can't look away from.
I don't know, the way you said I enjoy watching people suck on the bone, I was thinking a different type of movie. But I mean, I get it. I understand where you're coming from with the animal flesh part of it.
Just like how you can go in with a full wing and come out with just a bone.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's good stuff. Now, Vic, you enjoy chicken wings.
I do.
Traditional.
Very much, yes.
Traditional. Well, here's a question for you, because this happened yesterday at lunch. Tried some new wings. They were delicious. And I can't remember why I did it. But for some reason, I had myself the drumstick, not the flat. I had the drumstick.
Not the flapper, okay.
And I picked up the bottom end of the drumstick to dip it in the sauce. Because I'm a dipper. I don't like saucy wings.
Yeah,
if I'm going to get sauce, I'm going to dip it myself.
Oh, okay.
So I'm getting a little bit on there. But that really doesn't matter. It's a matter of holding the wing. Holding the drumstick.
Mm-hmm.
And I held the bottom end of the drumstick with my right hand, because I'm left-handed. And I went to go take a bite. And I noticed my mouth, my lips went... I was trying to bite the chicken wing, and I couldn't. I was going in sideways. Holding the chicken wing flipped it's weird. You can't hold a chicken wing with both hands.
Oh, so you were trying to go in from the side, not like the end.
Nope.
Is that what you're saying?
Nope.
Okay. Go on.
Wait a minute, what now?
I need to hold the chicken wing, the bottom of the drumstick.
The small.
The small end.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my left hand.
Yes.
And the fat end in my right hand.
Okay.
Like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's reversed.
Oh, so you had the right hand holding the small
I
one.
Right.
see.
And then I came in, and as I was coming in.
Yeah, because you got to have because it curves, so you got to be a little curved with your head.
And I'm not used to that curvature. So as I was going in, I'm like.
Oh, so you just got a big splatch right there on the side of your mouth.
The corner of my mouth.
Yeah, okay, I get it now.
Like I was chewing with my cheek for some reason.
Right.
So you're a left-handed eater.
Yes.
You can't eat
right-handed. You're left-handed like me. Yeah, I hold that end in my left hand.
Have you ever tried to hold it with your right hand?
Well, no. What do you think I am? From another planet?
It's so weird. Next time you get wings, try and hold
Why?
To see what happens.
Fun of it.
Yeah. To watch your mouth go. like I was holding the wing, and my head was straight, but then I had to turn my head a little bit. I was hitting on the side of my mouth.
Why did you just switch the wing?
I did eventually.
Oh, okay.
But I was trying to figure. I'm like, no, I can do this.
Yeah, this can't be that hard.
That difficult. It's like I can do that, and it wasn't.
That would be. Yeah, no, I get it. I completely get it.
It's so strange. Now with the flats, it's not the same thing.
Well, because you're pulling that apart and you're doing the thing that apparently now Kelly likes to watch.
Yeah, I'm breaking the bone. I'm getting the smaller bone out of there. Like I'm doing the whole thing.
Right.
But with the drumstick, you can't do it. You can't eat with your opposite hand.
That's right.
It makes everything discombobulated.
It's off.
Yeah, it's completely off.
Have you ever tried to eat with a fork in your right hand? Because let's try that next.
I think we did this experiment many years ago, and I could feel it like it was shaking. Yeah,
that's weird. Trying to do that or write with your opposite hand.
Oh, right, yeah, writing's done so.
Because I broke my wrist, and I had this cast that would not let me write because it was all wrapped around my hand, the cast.
Right, you couldn't grip anything.
And I couldn't, so for 8 weeks, I had to do everything with my right hand. And it was weird. I got used to it eventually, but it was real easy to go back.
I'm telling you, next time you're out, if you get yourself some chicken wings, grab yourself that drumstick and hold it with your non-dominant hand. It was almost like a weekend at Bernie's thing. Like as I got closer, it was like a string. My lip went up. I went elevate. I was like it was so strange. Give it a try next time you get wings. It's a Thursday, which means we have to visit one of our favorite websites. That would be F My Life. Maybe your week's not going the way you had hoped. You woke up this morning and you already stepped in a giant puddle with all the rain. Maybe your dog takes 25 minutes to go poop when you're trying to get to work. Go poop already! Well, hopefully we can make you feel a little bit better as people are admitting things going wrong in their life with F My Life. Like this person who admits, today my brain-dead fiance read on the internet that cops can't give you a ticket at home. So when a cop tried to pull her over for speeding on the way home from work, she sped up and rushed home. What would have been a $200 fine is now serious charges and possible jail time.
Oh,
jeez. Yeah, don't go trying to outrun the cops and pull into your driveway. They'll still get you.
People like to make things worse.
Yeah,
they just once they start, they don't stop.
Hey, officer, I'm on base.
It's not the way that works. Today, I have been victimized by a lunch thief at work for months, despite numerous complaints to management. So I exposed the thief by lacing my lunch with the old classic laxatives. Even though my coworker was caught brown-handed pooping himself, I was the one suspended for making him sick.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fair, does it?
It doesn't, but, I get it. You can't intentionally, medically harm someone.
We had a story not too long ago about the mom who put something in her kid's drink because the bully kept stealing the drink, and it made him do the same thing.
That is true. This person admits, today on my flight to Vegas, I was wishing for a really cute guy who would come sit in the seat next to mine. A few minutes later, a really cute guy sat right there in the seat next to me. We even started to talk on the flight. When I said, I like rugged men, he said, oh, yeah, me too. I love the buff guys.
I knew it.
Yep.
Oh,
got to be a little more specific when you're making those wishes.
Right.
This person admits today, I should probably make sure I'm not doubling up on things and delete the ones I already said. I was about to reread. Let's see. Oh, that one too. What did I do? Did I hit copy paste for some reason? Everything's doubled up. This person admits, today I was sitting on the bus following an awful breakup. A boy of no more than 6 looked at me, full of compassion, and said, are you crying because you're ugly?
Oh my God.
Dang.
Man! Just stabby, salt in the wound. Kids have no filter.
Nope.
They will say whatever is on their minds.
Wow.
As a parent, because the kid's 6, he's not on the bus alone, and I'm assuming the kid was sitting next to the parent, so the parent had to hear it. Like, what do you say? How do you come out of that? Apologize to the woman? Berate your child? You can't say that? What do you say to that kid?
What do you say? I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
I feel like I would want to say, no, I'm crying because your parents don't love you, but I would not say that.
I along the same lines, I was thinking of, no, I'm very sad because I just found out you were adopted.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I'm definitely doing something. If you want to kill some time at work today, visit fmylife.com and have yourself some laughs. There's a small handful of shows, in my personal opinion, that have completely run their course, and I don't know what they're still doing. They're just squeezing every single possible iota of water out of that sponge. I know you disagree, Thick, but one of them being Game of Thrones. They're going every possible route with that one. It's amazing. Grey's Anatomy. I don't know what the hell you're still doing. When they were just re-upped.
They're trying to catch the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Still doing Law and Order SVU.
That's another one. And then I just did find out that they're making a final season, but it will be over. They have now finally reached the end of Jersey Shore. Because they're on the 9th season of Jersey Shore Family Vacation.
Well, if they're on the final season, unless they find another place to show it. MTV's done with it. But if they can find another network to pick it up, it won't be over.
Okay. Well, it should be. If your network is dropping you should be done. Right. And another one that is on that list is Survivor. I don't know how this show is still going. What are you doing?
Man, you watched that for a long time.
Yeah,
Kelly.
a long time. We haven't watched it. I'll tell you when we stopped watching it. I tell you the exact moment we turned the TV off. When Jeff Probst asked the Survivor contestants, because the famous line he always said whenever he was calling them in for games, "Come on in, guys." He asked them if they were offended by his use of the word guys when he said, "Come on in, guys." And a couple said they were, so he stopped using it. And I'm like, nah, I'm done.
This
is
too
a
PC.
little bit too weird for me now. Like, guys, I didn't like that.
Do you remember what number that was? What season that was by any chance?
No, it might have been right before COVID.
Okay. All right. Well, I can tell you this. They are currently airing Survivor 50.
Yeah.
50.
So it might have been around Survivor 40.
Right. Like, come on.
Because they do 2 a year, right?
I think so. Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm reading this off the report because I have no idea who these people are. I don't watch the show, but this did happen. Christian was talking to Joe around the fire yesterday. Obviously, 2 contestants on Survivor 50. And then Christian quickly excused himself from the conversation. Of course, this is all happening on CBS, on primetime national television. Take a listen to what happened.
I'll be right back, Joe.
Christian freezes like a statue. He turns, and he's wearing khakis. I don't think he sat a smashed banana. I think he's going to need a new pair of underwear.
The sheer and utter embarrassment of unexpected gastrointestinal distress. And now I've entered the pantheon, the history of people whose pants became unexpectedly colored. My wife is going to divorce me.
Right there on national TV, you done did pooped your pants. Man.
Gastrointestinal distress.
Oh.
Hate when that happens.
Couldn't say poop.
Yeah.
No, he said colored your pants.
But even his voice sounds like he doesn't say the word poop.
Right.
He uses the words intestinal distress for sure. But, we have talked about this before, but you can't not revisit it when something like this happens. 800-821-9970. Where did it happen? Where did you poop your pants?
Oh.
Blitz, hi, who's this? Hello? Are you pooping your pants right now? Is that why you cannot talk? Yep. I am of the firm belief that if you are over the age of 25, you either have or will at some point poop your pants. It's going to happen. That's just the rule. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Bill.
Hey, Bill. Where did it happen, Bill?
So I'm driving back from Cleveland. I'm in that long stretch. I had Alfredo for dinner.
Oh.
My gas has you know where this is headed. So it's raining. It's dark. There's no place to stop. I have to do a roadside emergency. But I get out. It's everywhere. I'm trying to wipe my butt on the ground. And it's wet.
Oh, no.
Are you scooting like a dog along the grass?
everything you can imagine. So I have to get back in the car, and I'm basically nude now. Clothes are in the back seat floorboard. I kid you not. I've got 78 miles worth of gas and 76 miles to get home. And no ability to stop and fill up gas.
Oh,
man.
It was a stressful ride.
I'm sure.
The seats were destroyed.
Here's the most important question. Alfredo in, Alfredo out?
Something like that.
Okay, yeah. Well, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much. Have yourself a great one.
I just want to remind everybody we can't access texts at the moment, so you need to call us.
Yeah, 800-821-9970. The text system is down right now. We want to hear your story. Just give us a call. Oh, you decided to hang up. Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Rocky.
Rocky, where did it happen?
So it actually wasn't me, but it was actually my grandpa. When I was younger, he took everything to heart, whatever his doctor said. His doctor said he needed more fiber. So he started taking more fiber. Well, that was not a good call. We were driving down Hamilton Road, and as my dad is coming to a red light, he all of a sudden opens up his door, and he's like, I gotta go. And he got about a foot away from the car, and he's like, well, it's too late.
Oh, and on Hamilton Road, too. Was he singing, I'm not throwing away my shirt? I'm not throwing away my shirt.
that's great.
All right, thank you for the call. Oh, I'm so proud of myself for that one.
That's a great one.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. Where did it happen?
Okay, so I have a little bit of a colorful history, and I may or may not have been in jail at one point.
Okay,
And this girl, she basically started a fight with me, and during the fight, it happened.
Did you get punched in the stomach? Were you just like all furious
and
letting out
all my muscles?
Yeah, you were using all your muscles. All of them. And one muscle failed you. That old sphincter muscle failed you when you needed. Although I will tell you this. That is a way to instantly win a fight. That's a way to just not even get into a fight.
Right.
Oh my God.
Like, oh, you think? What?
No, see, I feel like you get yourself a nickname after something like that.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, did the fight end there, or were you still like rolling around and tussling, and everything was just getting pancaked around?
No, we got pulled apart.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, yeah, I'm very sorry that happened to you. But did you win the fight, by the way?
I think. Well, it was about a draw.
About a draw. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the call.
Yeah.
I hope you have a great Thursday.
Her underwear lost the fight.
I was going to say, I think that was the tiebreaker, and she ended up with the L.
Yeah, that could be. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hello, this is Preston.
Hey, Preston, where did it happen?
All righty, I was floating down the Mohican River, and we stopped at a little sandbar. I'd had about 24 Coors Banquets at the time, and I told the guy next to us in the raft, I said, hey, go ahead and lift your leg out of the water. I got to pee. And he said, most people wouldn't do that. I appreciate it. Well, a little bit more than number one came out. And went on floating down the river, and I was rubbing my shorts against the rock trying to clean them up. So.
Hey, I mean...
At least the way they used to do it.
At least you were in a river. I mean, it could have been worse. You were in a river, so you had that.
As you continued your way down, did you catch up to the floating turd?
Not that I know of. No. You know, it gets a little muddy when there's about 100 people in the same river.
That is true. That is very
that
true.
Is not mud.
You're like, oh, look, we just passed that small log. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much. Have yourself a great Thursday. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, what's going on, Goose? Tony.
Hey, Tony, how are you on Thursday morning, man?
Well, I'm laying out here on the concrete, getting rained on. That's what's going on there, big guy.
Hey, well, I'm so sorry that's happened to you, but I hope you have yourself a great Thursday, man. Thank you so much. Stay dry out there. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Blitz, hi. His name's John.
John, where did it happen, man?
Oh, man, it was at my son had an appointment at Children's, and my old lady took him in. It was during COVID time. Couldn't go into the hospital, and I wasn't thinking logically because I had to poop really bad, so I didn't explain my way into the hospital. Went to the gas station, wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. Well, Goose, I ended up breaking down and took a crap in the middle of the road out across the street.
What?
In the ghetto.
Was this
in that area?
Was this like a bridesmaid situation where you're just like, it's happening, it's happening?
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's
It was going down regardless if I
no matter what
or not.
You did your best. Now, that makes me mad that a gas station won't let him use the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's not right.
The no customer, the bathroom only for customers thing.
Yeah, sometimes it's an emergency, and you're right by Children's Hospital. You should have some compassion. Jeez.
I appreciate the call. Thank you so much. I did think about this. Where was I the other day? Where I was leaving somewhere and I was at a stop sign and it kind of hit me. I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I thought to myself, because across the street, I don't know if it was an old folks home. It was definitely maybe a business of some sort. And if it came to that point, there's no gas station around. Am I going to run into this building and dart for the bathroom? Yelling, I'm so sorry, this is an emergency. Thinking in today's times, they're going to call the police right away. Like someone comes running into your building full speed and goes running for the back area, they're calling the police. But are you taking that chance?
Yeah, because I can explain.
That's what I would think. Yeah. Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Allison.
Allison, where did it happen?
On a first date.
No!
Oh, no.
No!
We went fishing in a local state park. And it was early in the morning, and I felt my belly start to grumble. And I have pills for that because I have IBS.
Okay.
And I went to his truck, and I took the pills, and it didn't help. So I let out a little fart.
Yeah, you trusted a fart. Bad idea.
Oh, boy.
But it wasn't.
Oh, boy.
It was very, very hot. And so immediately I said, I have to go to a bathroom. And he was like, well, the nearest one to drive you to was really far. And I said, it's fine. I'll go in the woods. So I go out in the woods, and obviously it's everywhere. It sacrificed my underwear, my socks.
Oh, no.
I was naked from the waist down.
Oh, you're just out there Winnie Poohing it. Oh.
And I'm crying, and because I'm nowhere near him at this point, but he is very worried and calling for me.
Oh, no. You're like, stay back.
I'm out of the woods with my shorts, my poopy shorts on.
Oh.
And I'm crying, and he's like, oh, my God, what happened? And I told him, and he was just like, it's okay. You know.
Oh, he was supportive. That's so nice.
And we're married now.
Okay. Yes. I get it. As a diehard fisherman, that she was willing to make the first date fishing, and then she was willing to go in the woods. That is wife material right there.
See, I was very curious if there was a date number 2.
That's what
There.
It happened on the first date.
Yeah.
I understand.
Number 1.
But after it happened, was there a date number 2? I'm so glad you're married now.
Now, does he tell this story as well, or is he kind of leave?
Oh,
not willingly, but I'm very open about it. So
see, that's one of the things that are established within 6 months of your relationship. You and your significant other have perfected your meat story. Like, you've got certain parts of the story, they've got certain parts of the story.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that thing that happens. So this is like an amazing meet cute story. And you should each have your own parts of telling the story. I mean, you should share the crapping your pants part, but at least he should say, yeah, but I stuck with her.
I was worried. I was yelling for her.
Exactly.
Yeah. Back and forth.
She was crying.
The very sweet thing is afterwards, he was like, he took me to a local gas station, and he went to a Dollar General next door to the gas station and bought me baby wipes and a pair of shorts.
What a guy!
Oh, what a guy.
Match made in heaven. Oh,
awesome.
Absolutely.
So sweet.
Because I probably would have, I'm assuming I'd have, gone and purposely put, a Snickers bar in the Milky Way, or in the microwave, and then bring it to you. As a reminder, as a first date reminder. This is what you gave me on our first date. But
it was just the first incident, and definitely not the last.
Oh,
well, I mean, if you're living with IBS and he knows it, then it's going to happen. I appreciate the call. Thank you so much. Have yourself a great Thursday. 800-821-9970. Guy on Survivor just pooped his pants on national television. So where did it happen for you? 99.7 The Blitz.
From the Fine Line Auto Body Studios, collision repair extraordinaire. The company that cares, no compare. FineLineAutoBody.com. It's your rock station.
WRKZ, Columbus.
99.7 The Blitz. And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
After a 4-month investigation, the Madison County Sheriff's Office has arrested a man named Kyle Long and charged him with the death of his wife, Rachel. Now, in October of last year, investigators say Kyle called 911 to report that his wife had taken her own life. Officers arrived and Rachel was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, the coroner's office performed an autopsy and found that Rachel had been stabbed at least 17 times. So they thought, something doesn't add up here. Over the course of the investigation, detectives say Kyle made conflicting statements, leading to his arrest yesterday. Well, a bit of an update on the story out of Cleveland, where a man walking his dog found 2 suitcases buried in shallow graves containing the bodies of 2 girls, estimated to be between the ages of 8 and 14. DNA tests show the girls are half-sisters. The 2 have not yet been identified. Police say a person of interest has been detained. So they are questioning that person now. Due to unbelievable demand, 6 shows have been added to Metallica's Life Burns Faster residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas. The band has added no repeat weekends in October, November, and in January of 2027. Fan club pre-sale is on right now. And quickly, I do want to mention this. Ronnie Hunter sent me this article that Dave Mustaine from Megadeth is trying to decide what he's going to do after his farewell tour ends, which he says maybe 2-3 years from now, but he says he would love to start taking acting classes and would even be willing to cut his luscious hair for a big part. So
I guarantee Rob Zombie gives him a part in some
why
movie.
not? I think that'd be great.
By the way, Nashville also wanting to add a Sphere now.
Oh yeah?
Was the other one DC? Is that
where is he at? Because they said they're going to build a second one.
No idea.
Oh.
Where is the second Sphere going? Yeah, National Harbor in Maryland.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And just minutes from Washington, D.C.
Those are your 3 things.
Always fun to have hypothetical debates, and we had one yesterday about fictional football players in movies, as someone put out a ranking with Bobby Boucher coming in as the number 1 fictional football player from a movie. There were a bunch of others on the list, although they were missing Steamin' Willie Beeman from Any Given Sunday, which was shocking. No one from the program was on there.
And we're missing Shane Falco.
They were missing Shane Falco.
Give me a break.
But as Thick and I were kind of getting in the weeds about football players and football movies, Kelly was kind of sitting there. So I found one that I think you're all over, Kelly.
Okay.
I'm 100% positive you've seen all 3 of these movies.
All right.
I'm 100% positive you have an opinion and would be able to rank these. Now, this is the top 3, okay? And these are all fictional movie characters, and I want to know who is the best. And this one is all about the dancers in movies.
Okay.
So, of the 3, who is the best dancer? Johnny from Dirty Dancing, Ren McCormick from Footloose, or Tony Manero from Saturday Night Fever.
All right. I am number 1 in my heart He may not be the best technically, but in my heart is Tony Manero. That is number one,
Right
hands down. Next would definitely be Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze, and then I'll go Ren from Footloose.
Really?
I didn't even think Ren was that good a dancer.
He was definitely more freestyle.
Yeah, whatever.
I would have to think. But I would have to think that Johnny was the most classically trained.
Yeah, I mean, he's the most technically proficient.
Right.
Yeah. But
now, I have not fully seen Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, okay. You got to see that. And my absolute favorite movie in the world is the sequel to Saturday Night Fever, which also has great dancing in it.
Okay.
And I just love that movie. It's called Staying Alive.
Right. And so Staying Alive, the sequel, is actually all the famous stuff we know, the ABBA stuff, right? Saturday Night Fever.
Okay, no, it's not ABBA stuff. I mean, it's Bee Gees stuff.
Or that's what I meant. I'm sorry, Bee Gees. That's what I meant. Yes.
Bee Gees were in Saturday Night Fever.
Both. Okay.
Yeah, both.
But they get on Broadway in the second one.
They go to Broadway, right? Yeah,
and
he's
it's
trying to make it on
also
Broadway.
roundly a hated sequel.
Oh, is it
very,
really?
Very hated sequel, but it to me is like that's number one on my movie list of all time.
Why is it so hated?
I don't know. It's silly, I guess. I
got a strut.
yeah.
Thick, Johnny, Ren, or Tony?
Oh, Tony. I just don't think Ren was that.
Okay.
You know.
So you're going the same order. Tony, Johnny.
Yeah, well, Ren probably wouldn't even be in my top 10.
Yeah, but those are the three you got. So
I know.
Yeah.
So
Who would be another fictional?
John Heater, Napoleon Dynamite. You got to throw him in there.
Oh man!
All right, we're leaving out. We're leaving out some legends here.
Wow.
Mr. Wave and Beat Street and Turbo from Breakin'.
And Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo.
You could put John Travolta in for Pulp Fiction.
You absolutely could put him in for Pulp Fiction.
For the twist.
Yeah, you absolutely could put him in there. As much as I like Footloose and as much as I like Ren, once he pounded on the car in an angry dance, I was like,
yeah.
All right, I don't know.
It kind of gives me secondhand embarrassment to watch that movie.
A little bit. Yeah. 800-821-9970. If you want to shoot us a text, trying to think of some other good. I mean, yeah, Travolta could also be looked at in Grease. I mean,
for sure.
Dance moves in Grease.
What about Tom Cruise?
Yeah,
that's not a bad one. Well, not even Risky Business. I would put Tom Cruise in for Tropic Thunder.
Oh, okay. I never saw that.
Okay, yeah. He has got Les Grossman. He has got a great dance scene.
Okay.
With what song? He's not doing Get Low. He's doing Get Back by Luda. Yeah, he has a great dance scene in that movie. Oh, that would be a great. I'm trying to think. 800-821-9970 if you've got one. Another great fictional dancer.
I know. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of them, but I know that Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly were huge dancing in movies back in the day.
Do you know who else? Is another great dancer? And in fact, two of them actually incorporated into every role is Christopher Walken, always dances in movies, and Sam Rockwell, literally puts dancing into every single movie that he does of some sort because he loves it so much.
But Gene Kelly and Olivia Newton-John in Xanadu.
Oh, God. Oh.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
You know, it's really unfortunate and awfully sad when you read a story about someone who is accused of trying to lure a child to do things they shouldn't be doing. Firm belief that they should just be strung up by their sack and left hanging there.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, Slidell Police Chief Daniel Souza you know what? It doesn't say where this is at. This is very upsetting. Well, anyways, this police chief has said that his police officer in his department has tarnished his badge and uniform. It comes after the 31-year-old Slidell Police Corrections Officer Nicholas Angola was charged of sending obscene material to a minor and coercion and enticement of a minor. He says, I am beyond pissed off right now. You would think if your job is in the legal system in terms of trying to protect the laws that we have on the books, including things you shouldn't do to a minor, that you wouldn't do these things. It's already horrendous if you're just Joe Schmo doing this. But if you're a police officer, man, come on. I'm very happy to announce that the police chief has said he will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. He will receive no favors. In fact, he should be held to a higher standard because of what he chose to do as a profession.
Yes.
That's coming from the police chief himself, and I could not agree more. So hopefully this man will be spending a bunch of time behind bars. And I'll tell you what, I somewhat borderline kind of not really feel bad for this officer, because not only is he going to go to jail as an officer, but he's going to go to jail with someone messing with kids. And I don't know if you know or not, but people who go to jail for messing with kids do not have a good time.
No.
And neither do officers. So
exactly. It's
going
to
get
be
double duty.
Yep. He is going to get double duty. You are correct. Let's see here. Story number 2. Speaking of people doing bad things, there is a teacher in San Francisco who is now in a bit of trouble and under investigation because this math teacher has got some questionable teaching methods. Now, we know that if you get a good teacher, if you get one of those teachers that is creative and interactive and really connects with the students, it can make all the difference in the world. If they can find a creative way to get your child to understand the information, that is a special skill set as a teacher. However, I guess you got to kind of be a little cautious as to how creative you're being, because this math teacher decided to help his class by giving them word problems, which we've all dealt with word problems before. You had to figure out that if one train left Pittsburgh at 60 miles an hour and another train left Columbus at 30 miles an hour, at what point are they going to intersect? Well, this math teacher decided how much money you're going to be spending on a date in comparison to how much the woman weighs that you took out on said date.
Oh, okay.
Not a real good word problem. Students came home to their parents saying, "This seems a bit weird. That doesn't seem like the appropriate question to be asking." So, of course, some parents stepped up and went to the school and asked the Lowell High principal, "Is this something that's normal? Do you normally have math teachers comparing a woman's weight to how much you spend on a date at a restaurant?" Of course, the principal said, "No, that is not normal." And so this unidentified school teacher will now be questioned about the test and said, "Look, we all knew the teacher was a bit odd. I had a really, really strange geometry teacher. This guy was a nut job, but he's the only teacher I remember." Now, he didn't do anything like this, but some students have come out and said, "Look, he had some odd mannerisms to him, but he's a good guy. He's got kids. He's lovable. He's an enjoyable type of teacher." So was this a one-time mistake? The teacher was quoted as saying, "I was just trying to get the students to understand the information, and so I went about it a different way." Okay, but this isn't like the best way to go about it.
It's also not a federal crime. Like, you could probably work through this and everybody keep their job. And,
that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
An apology, maybe.
Right.
I mean, it's hard to get a kid's attention these days and hold that attention.
It is.
And he did.
They are impressionable girls at that age, so you probably should address it.
Yes. Yeah.
But other than that, I do believe we could move on from here.
I forgot. Oh, I think it was Pete Holmes talking about teachers and just how unfortunate the job is and how difficult the job is. And it's like, oh, you teach students. Like, what kids do you teach? I don't know, any kids that live within the vicinity of the school. I don't know who they are. Oh, great. So they want to be there. They want to learn. No, they don't want to be there at all. Like, this is not fun for them, but I have to still try and instill in them this information. So it is not an easy job, but this, not exactly the right route to go. That's your not-so-breaking news. Simple question this morning. What are you famous for? 800-821-9970. And by fame, I mean it could be, within your family. There's a story everyone tells because something happened a few years ago at Thanksgiving or many years ago when you were a child. It could be within your friends group. You did that one crazy thing inside your friends group, and maybe that's how you get your nickname or something, so that's what you're famous for. Maybe you did something in your city and you were, on the front page of the newspaper or something. Or maybe even statewide you're known for something. 800-821-9970. What are you famous for? Kelly, can you think of something?
I mean, okay. I was an extra on the TV shows China Beach and Knots Landing.
You were not.
I was. And then I was also scheduled to be an extra on MacGyver, but they fell a day behind in shooting, so the flight scheduled it. This was all part of a radio promotion, so it was me and the guy I worked with at the time. We're doing these shows.
No way!
So I will tell you that it is the most miserable work a human can do. So it's not glamorous whatsoever.
I did some fill-in TV stuff when I was working in Detroit. They had and I'm sure they have it here, where it's Live in the D. It's like the local version of the Today Show. They do the feel-good stories and the home stuff. And so I would co-host sometimes. And the host of the show, she was from New York. And she would talk about, she was a extra on Law and Order. That's what you do when you live in New York.
Yes.
You're an extra on Law and Order. They just have everyone show up.
Right.
And anytime you want to be an extra on Law and Order, you can be an extra on Law and Order.
I think everyone, my niece who lives in Brooklyn, and she's lived there 6 years, she has a Law and Order story. She could not get into her apartment door because they had closed it down for a Law and Order shooting.
Yeah.
So
happens all the time.
Yeah, everybody's got a Law and Order story in New York. It's so funny.
Vic, what are you famous for?
Well, other than this, nothing really. Now, Lord Zor, on the other hand,
there's that.
Was ranked number 1 in the world at Madden 2001.
That's a pretty big deal
for that one.
Lord Zor is has got quite fame.
Several fantasy football titles as well.
Okay,
so, I guess that's about it.
800-821-9970. What are you famous for within your friends, within your family?
You're famous to me, Goose, because you met Cher. And she's my maybe number 1 on the list of people I would absolutely love to rub elbows with.
Did say hello to Cher for a quick moment. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And she doesn't do a lot of, it was very, very small in terms of the people she was allowing in the inner circle there.
I bet.
Yeah. So it was,
you were a lucky one.
Real quick. Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
That's it.
Okay, bye-bye. Yeah.
Oh, that counts?
Yes, it counts.
Oh, because I met Cher, too.
You did?
Met Cher and Rod Stewart at the same time.
Nice.
At the 1988 MTV Music Awards.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Ron, guys.
Ron, what's going on, man? What are you famous for?
Anybody I've ever met over my entire life will definitely tell you that I'm the biggest hockey fan you'll ever meet. I'm like the super fan. I've been to hundreds of games. I've talked to hundreds of players, chirped with them back and forth. I mean, I know more than the guys. I know more than the guys on television. The announcers, I can correct them every night.
That happens a lot.
It does.
That does happen.
You had to love the Olympics, man.
Oh, it was outstanding, man. I'm hoping to really promote hockey for the next few years and get some more kids involved and stuff. Would be great.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite team, or you just love the sport of hockey?
I knew you were going to ask me that. Dang it!
It's all right.
My favorite team is the Red Wings. No, see, my favorite team's the Red Wings, but my home team's the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, I get it.
Because I moved down here 20 years ago. So
yeah, no, but it makes sense that the Red Wings are your favorite team, of course.
Yeah, I mean the Blue Jackets weren't always here anyway.
That's true too. That is true. Where did the love of hockey come from? Was it just something you grew up with, or?
1979, Toledo Gold Diggers, Dave Falkenberg threw me a puck when I was 6 years old. I was hooked ever since.
Oh, that's a neat story. I like that.
That is a very cool story. I love it. Well, thank you so much for the call, man. I really appreciate
Hockey guy.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Good morning, it's Tristan.
Tristan, what are you famous for?
In my friend group, when I was in high school, I was hard finding a job and never really wanted to get one. So I was kind of willing to do things when we would go out to eat and have a friend cover my food. Well, one day we were fishing. My buddy goes, eat this mealworm without taking a Waffle House. Straight down the hatch it went. And he goes, double or nothing. Well, I said, you know what? Screw it. And then I made sure I got my double or nothing worth of Waffle House. And he was like, all right, never again am I going to let you have something to eat.
A mealworm right down the gullet. Yeah, I mean
bluegill bait.
So wait, the double or nothing had to do with 2 meals at Waffle House at one time? Because I'm going to be like, no, man, you're bringing me back. Like, I'm getting 2 separate meals out of this.
Oh, no, I made sure he paid for 2 at one time and had plenty left over.
Leftovers. Okay, yes, he had food for later. I appreciate the call, Tristan. Thank you so much. 800-821-9970. Unfortunately, our text service is not working right now. Some technical difficulty with the, what was it? The Cloud Rave?
Cloudflare.
Cloudflare.
Cloudflare, 500 level error. I mean, we've got all kinds of things going on here.
So you got to call us if you want to share your story. We would love to hear it. 800-821-9970. Why are you famous? We want to know whether it's friends, family, city, state, national. Are you world famous? Because that would be pretty great, too.
I got Alec Baldwin to call in the radio show here on the Blitz.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I just texted him because I loved his new podcast back when he first started it. I'm like, your podcast is like the greatest discovery of the year. And he goes, hey, you're on the radio. Let me call in and do an interview. Is that wild?
Pretty cool.
He had his publicist call me and everything.
That's pretty cool.
That was a brush with celebrity.
I like that. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay. Lindsay, very simple question. Why are you famous?
I hit a coworker with my van in the parking lot.
Oh, you Michael Scott? Was her name Meredith?
Did you back into her, or was this forward-facing intentional?
It was a 6-foot man. It was rain and dark and rainy, and he was in my blind spot.
No!
Oh, man.
Was he hurt?
He did get bruised ribs, and he broke my mirror off.
Oh, did you make him pay for it?
That's impact.
Oh, I was just glad he didn't sue me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm assuming this circulated around the office. Did you get a nickname or something for it?
For sure.
Yeah, I am definitely Crash Bandicoot around the office.
Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much for the call. Have a great one. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hi, Steven.
Steven, why are you famous, Steven?
I grew up, didn't really have much, but I got into wrestling in high school, and nobody knew me until my junior year when I went to state and played sixth in state. Made the newspaper. I was on the front billboard in our school, and everybody's like, who's this Steven guy? And then everybody, that's how I got all popular and everything.
Wow, that's very cool.
That big athletic win is always huge.
But that's about it.
Oh, no, that is amazing. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
Speaking of athletics, I want to give a shout out to Kirsch, who is now famous for being the father of a daughter who just won a soccer national championship.
That's right. Yeah. That is pretty cool to win on the national level.
They played at Walt Disney's Sports.
So, yeah, the World of Sports or whatever.
It was on ESPN over the weekend. And
very cool.
Man, that's unbelievable.
Congrats, Kirsch.
Awesome. Yeah.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, man, it's Dave. What's up?
Hey, Dave, what are you famous for?
I don't know about famous, but we were on TV a lot. We were dancers for Columbus Goes Bananas. I think you might remember that.
Columbus Goes Bananas.
I remember that name.
Sounds familiar.
Yes, absolutely remember that name.
What was that? Was it a dance group?
It was a show. Yeah, it was just a television show, like for kids, and
on Cube.
I was just one of the
on
dancers.
Cube. Yes, on Cube.
Yes. I remember.
It was on the local section of. They had a local section of channels.
Yes.
So it was your own local version of Soul Train with the kids up there dancing.
Right on.
Awesome. That's so fun.
And you were one of the dancers. That's great. All right, guys. Good. All right, everybody do the twist. Squeeze it in a little tighter.
Oh, I would have loved to have been on that.
Did they arrange you on the dance floor depending on looks? Like they put the good-looking people up front, the bad-looking people in the back?
No, I had a big ass when I was right up front.
Oh,
man.
okay.
Did you do the hustle?
70s.
Dun, 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 dun,
do the hustle.
Yeah, I do remember.
Thank you so much for the call, man. Well, let's take one more here. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, what up, guys? Miguel.
Hey, Miguel, why are you famous?
Well, when I was younger, my high school, Division I high school, won district champs, and then my travel team, we were state champs. And I've been an extra in 21 Pilots music video and my local band, Last Breath Before the Fall. And I've been skydiving.
Nice.
Wow, you're doing it all.
It. What's your local band name?
Last Breath Before the Fall. Check us out.
Yeah, absolutely. Where are you guys playing next? Do you know?
Oh, no, this is like 10 years ago.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, you've done quite a few things.
Local stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Thank you so much for the call, man. Have a great one.
I guess I was famous in high school for breakdancing. Everybody knew I was a breakdancer.
Oh, yeah, your name was, what was that?
Uh-huh. Damn, good try.
I don't understand why it's such a secret.
I don't know.
It's the cheesiest name in the world. That's
so, you're afraid I'm just going to only call you that?
I will hear it forever.
Yeah, you're right. You're very right to not tell me the name.
Oh, don't ever.
Don't ever. It's going on every article of clothing. I mean,
I'm getting T-shirts printed with his face.
See? I knew this.
I want a cartoon Thick Rick, big giant balloon head with like little body and little feet with Skechers on them.
Yeah.
And I want his breakdance name across it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it with him on his side. Or upside down, like his head spinning.
Yes!
With a tiny little body on top, and it's going to have his name. Like almost make like a trophy out of it, like a plaque.
Yeah.
See,
I knew this. I knew all of it. Why do you think I haven't said anything? I know who my friends aren't.
You get that first place in baseball, and they've got the gold statue with the guy holding the baseball bat. No, it's going to be Thick Rick upside down, spinning on his head.
I feel like we're really missing out on a lot of merch here.
We really are.
Yeah.
He could be making dollar bills, y'all, and he just refuses. Yeah, of course. You'll get the majority of it because it's your namesake.
Is it B-Boy dollar bills?
That would have been better.
I was going to talk a little bit more and take some more calls on why you're famous. We kind of ran out of time. I didn't want to beat off a dead horse, so decided we would just kind of move on from the...
You didn't want to what?
Beat off a dead horse?
No, beat a dead horse.
Beat a dead horse. My gosh.
Beat off a dead horse.
Beat a dead horse. That's it. There's no off.
No, when you're done with something, when it can't be, you're beating off a dead horse.
You're not.
No, there's no off.
That's not at all what
there's
you're doing.
There's no off.
That is pretty much the opposite of what you're doing. You're beating
No,
a dead
because
horse.
if you can't, if it's done and over with,
yeah.
Like no matter how much you beat off a dead horse, it's not going to.
Oh my gosh!
Stop
beat
it!
Off a dead.
Stop saying that.
Did you go to Detroit Public Schools?
Okay.
Beat a dead horse, not beat off. Beat a dead horse.
All right, I think it's beating off in a bush now, and it's like really.
You know what you're doing over there.
Beat around the bush, Goose. You know that.
Who beats around the bush? You're totally going to be seen if you beat around the bush. You get in though. You beat off in the bush, so nobody sees you.
Okay, well that's a whole different thing. That has nothing to do with beating around the bush.
You do not want to get into this conversation. You have beat off way more than you can chew. You have beat off way more than you can chew.
Kelly and myself and everybody listening do not want to get into this conversation.
I'm sorry for how far it's gone now.
Oh, God, that would be so awful if you beat off more than you can chew. That's so much. I mean, it makes total sense. No one wants to beat off more than they can chew. I mean,
bite off.
Bite off?
Yeah, don't bite off more than you can chew.
Wait. Do that all the time. You've never taken a bite and you're like, oh, I just did it 2 seconds ago. I was like, oh, that was too big of a bite. Yeah. Everyone bites off more than they can chew. You don't want to beat off more than you can chew.
Kelly, help.
Oh, no. I mean, he knows what he's doing. You're just falling for it.
Kelly gave up. She goes, I'm not playing your stupid games anymore, you idiot.
Right, and neither am I.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture has approved a request from Ohio officials to ban soda purchases using SNAP benefits. Starting October 1st, you will not be allowed to use SNAP benefits to buy sugary drinks. The restriction is for any carbonated beverage that lists sugar, corn syrup, or high fructose corn syrup as the second ingredient. Former Notre Dame football coach former Notre Dame football coaching legend Lou Holtz has died at the age of 89. He died in Orlando, surrounded by family. He'd entered hospice care sometime in January. The College Football Hall of Fame member earned a national title while coaching Fighting Irish from 1986 to 1996. Holtz also coached at William & Mary, NC State, Arkansas, Minnesota, South Carolina, and for 1 season in the NFL with the New York Jets. He was later went on to become a college football analyst for ESPN.
He had 4 things that you needed for life.
Yeah.
I just think there are 4 things you need to have in life. First of all, you need something to do. Yeah. Second, you need someone to love. Third, you need something to hope for. And fourth, he needs someone to believe in. If you have these 4 things in life, you're a very rich person.
Aw, I love that. That's so great. Anyway, yeah, Lou Holtz died, so it's the end of an era. The Arnold Sports Festival begins this morning, and how about this? There's a medical team of 170 people, 170 medical experts who had to go through special training this week to drill some very specific situations that might come up at the Arnold Sports Festival. Like this one, transporting an athlete who weighs over 400 pounds. Because there's some biggins there.
There are some biggins.
Responding to a bodybuilder experiencing cardiac arrest and drilling a multi-victim event. Like I said, there are 170 medical experts working on the festival. It runs through this weekend, so you may see some beefcake around town.
Oh, we have a plan to at some point head downtown this weekend because I just want to smell all the body oil and protein farts that are going to be just taking over High Street.
You can get all your free samples and all the stuff that people like to do at those events. I've never been in the history of this event. I have never been to the Arnold Sports Festival.
We were downtown yesterday afternoon, and there were already a handful of them walking around them.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe we should try and do Meathead versus Meathead again, where I quiz the bodybuilders and I quiz butchers and see who's smarter.
I like it.
Meatheads versus Meatheads.
I like it.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Might head down there and do some recording this weekend.
All right, those are your 3 things.
Absolutely crazy story coming out of Gilbert, Arizona. This did happen back on Super Bowl Sunday, so it's about a month ago, but we're kind of just getting word of it. I can't imagine. You're sitting there with family and friends on Super Bowl Sunday. It's in Arizona, so no matter what, it's already like warm weather, even in February. And like a lot of people in Arizona, you have yourselves a pool in your backyard. Well, I'll tell you what, nothing ruins a Super Bowl party more than finding your 8-year-old son in the pool unresponsive.
Oh, no.
Absolutely horrible story here. First responders showed up about 5:35. That's right before the Super Bowl started. The first responders show up at 5:35. How mad do you think Dad was?
I don't think mad is the word.
So first responders show up. They administered life-saving efforts, rushed this child to the hospital, where the hospital continued said life-saving efforts. And unfortunately, about an hour later, this child was declared dead. An awful, awful, terrible story. Then, just before 11:30 p.m. that night, we're talking 6 hours after the incident took place, the child started showing signs of life.
Where was he?
You know, that's a good question. It doesn't say.
It's not like he's laying in his room for 6 hours dead.
Did they move him down to the morgue? That's a good question. It doesn't say. Anyways, he was airlifted to another Phoenix area hospital for further treatment, and he is fully expected to survive in spite of the death declaration. That is just... I mean, literally, you've got a phoenix rising from the ashes in Phoenix, Arizona.
Maybe he was, maybe he started coming back when the coroner was inspecting him.
Yeah, that might be. Yeah, because someone had to be there to see the signs of life.
Right.
Whatever that may be. But, man, not the only... There have been other stories like this, but obviously in a child so young, they do think that is due to... I'm not even going to try and pronounce this. Catecholaminergic polymorphic ventricular tachycardia.
Well, you did.
CPVT is what it's called. It's a rare genetic disorder that affects the heart. Shortly after the literal miracle, I guess it can affect the heart rate and such. But that is just... How do you recover? Like, as a parent, you obviously go through this awfully traumatic experience... And then they come back. Like, are you at home at 11:30? Have you already left the hospital?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, and then you get the phone call. Oh, man.
I feel like that is something that'll, if you weren't already, will turn you religious real quick.
That's total possibility.
You know.
That is a total possibility.
I mean, what else are you going to say? You're like, it's got to be a gift from God. I mean, I don't know.
That is crazy. And again, I hate to think it, but I might be a little leery. I've seen Pet Sematary.
I know. Well,
I've seen Flatliners. Have you ever seen the movie Flatliners?
I love that movie.
Great
with Kiefer
movie.
Sutherland?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon, Julia Roberts.
Yeah. Great.
Was it Steven? No, was it Alec? No, it was Stephen Baldwin. Stephen
Baldwin.
Yeah.
Great
But
movie.
yeah, you visit the afterlife and you come back.
Well, also, when you're dead for a certain amount of time, things change inside you real quick.
Yeah.
Your brain, your mental capacity.
Was he not completely dead? Was his heartbeat so light that it wasn't detected?
It has to be,
brain
right?
waves.
And like he's just in a deep sleep or something.
Yeah.
Is it? And he's fine now? Do we know? Is he absolutely completely normal?
It doesn't say exactly. Obviously, they're continuing to monitor, but I guess full recovery is on the table.
I mean, the Super Bowl was almost a month ago.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but if you no brain activity, no oxygen for that long.
Right, that's what I'm thinking about. He must have been in a deep sleep or something.
I would love to see a follow-up to this story. It's 997 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's learn you some stuff on a Thursday morning. Make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Like, did you know... How often, I'll start with a quiz. How often, do you think babies are born on their due date? What percentage of time are they born on their due date?
Right, like on the date. 22.
Not even close.
No.
4% of the time.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's more like a suggestion.
It's a guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's a guess.
40 weeks.
Yeah.
You think you got pregnant about here, and so you should about here. And
at some point... They're going to go in and be like, okay, this baby's got to go. Like,
right.
We need to evict this baby now. I think it's cooked. We're done. It's ready. Did you know a group of bunnies is called a herd, typically? But in some parts of Canada, they're called a fluffle, which seems way more fitting. A fluffle of bunnies?
Yeah.
That's a much better name for a group of bunnies. Oh, it's a fluffle.
Do you ever think maybe bunny rabbits, the way they run around, should be called runny babbits?
No. Did you know, surprisingly, little is known about the life cycle of a whale shark, the largest fish in the entire sea, and we know very little about it. Researchers don't know where the sharks mate, how often they breed, or where they even go to give birth. They've never caught any of that before. But as we learned not that long ago, earlier in the week, we have explored 0.001% of the ocean floor.
Right.
Now, not that whale sharks go that deep, but they go somewhere.
There's a lot of stuff down there we know nothing about.
Absolutely. Did you know the largest sandcastle in the world measured more than 69 feet high? It was constructed in Denmark in 2021. I actually saw a video of this, and, I mean, it was basically a real-life building.
I know, but how? I don't understand how they make it that tall and it doesn't collapse on itself. That's crazy.
Because they had, I mean, it was like an actual construction site. They had the foundation, they put supports around it, and they built up this 69-foot mound, and then they had cherry pickers, and they were carving from the top all the way down to the bottom. The sand was so tightly packed, it was like concrete. I mean,
wow.
It was, yeah. And finally, did you know male goats will pee on their own faces to attract females for mating? What?
That was a goat.
I know. I'm whatting the facts.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I tried that once. It doesn't work at all. It's a big deterrent, actually.
And, I suppose all animals have their kinks, too.
That is true.
They got their fetishes just like we do.
Hey, male goats, let your freak flag fly. Good for you. It's 99.7 The Blitz.